Yo, what's going on, everybody? Los here, coming back at you with another video. This time, I was able to go to a nice little local show. I was able to pick up this little stack of books right here. So, if you want to know what I got, you know what to do. Hop on that train, take a journey with me. All right, so we're back, and like I said, I was able to go to a nice local show, and it was Boro Comics and Cards show in Northborough, Massachusetts. It's a nice little spot. I think last time they had this show in a different location. This time they actually got a little bigger venue, some more vendors, and it was pretty cool. So if you're, it was like a $2 entry fee, so it wasn't expensive at all. Plenty of vendors with some nice dollar books, some higher value books, a lot of Pokemon cards and things like that. If you want, there's some toys here and there, and then some other local artists and other people selling different kind of wares and stuff, and some homemade jewelry and things of that nature and stuff. I was able to take some footage, as you can see, and like I said, a nice little spot. Plenty of things to look at. And it's one of those things where it's not like it's extremely big, but it's not like extremely small. So you have a little bit of time to kind of go around, do a little bit of digging. You have to stay there the entire day. So I thought it was pretty cool. And, I had some time and to go do some digging. So I found a couple of books, nothing too crazy, but, let's take a look at the books I was able to get. So the first book is this guy right here. And this is JLA 62. So this book was starting to pick up a little steam based on the new Superman movie that's coming out. There is a character that could potentially be in the movie, and it is Rama Khan. So it's kind of a villain that can kind of control like weather or something like that. And this is his first appearance. Possibly this character could be in that movie, so that's why this book is spiking. Found it for $1. Might as well take a chance at it, right? If it pops, great, I can move it along. If not, it was only $1, right? And it's a first appearance, so why not? But cool cover. I think art was done by Doug Mankey on this, and he's done a bunch of other things. I think he was the artist on like the first appearance of Red Hood and stuff like that, Batman 635. So pretty cool. Like this cover. And again, for $1, you take a shot at a first appearance, right? Next book up was this guy right here, and that is New X-Men 117. So this is the first appearance of a character named Bleak, and also the first appearance of Glob Herman. You might know Glob Herman if you watch the New X-Men 97 series, and he's the guy who has the kind of like this see-through skin, basically, right? He has like this pink, basically looks like ooze, and you can see all his bones through it. He was kind of featured. You can see him in the background. He's one of the kids when they went to the island, you could kind of see him, and then he was in a few little shots, but in Genosha. So this is his first appearance, and again, it was in for $1. You take a shot. Don't know if they're gonna do anything else with the character in the next season. Maybe with all the mutants that spoiler alert, that died in that episode 5. Who knows if they need new characters, and maybe some of the characters that did survive. He was one of them. You saw him at the end of the episode. He did survive. So, maybe he has a bigger role coming forward. So, snag this first appearance. Next is a book that I found before. And, whenever you could find this book on the cheap, I usually always pick it up. And that is this guy right here. And that is Animal Man number 5. I want to say that there's possibly a first appearance in this. I'm drawing a blank right now, but if anything, I'll put it somewhere there. But this is just an awesome Brian Boland cover. Legendary artist. And for some reason, this book sells pretty good. Found it for $1. And anytime I can find this book on the cheap, I'm definitely going to scoop it up. Just great book to have, right? I mean, like I said, it always sells, and whenever you can find it on cheap, you scoop it up. Next book that I always wanted, but never really kind of just found the time to get it. And that is this guy right here. That is Marvel Comics Presents number 72. This is the origin of Weapon X. This is obviously the telling of Wolverine, how he gets the adamantium, and the Weapon X program. Awesome art by Barry Windsor Smith. This, I think ran from like 72 to 84-ish. I could be wrong. I'll link it there. But yeah, it ran for a few issues. Just awesome artwork. And it's actually a really cool story on how, Wolverine gets his adamantium and the actual Weapon X program. And again, like I said, I just never really found the time to get this book. And, found it in the back issue bin for $10. I was like, yeah, why not? Good time to get it in the PC. Next, thought this was pretty cool. And this is All-Star Squadron number 47. This is the origin of Dr. Fate, and this is a very early Todd McFarlane work on DC, and it's not his first work in DC, but it's up there as one of the early ones. But I thought it was just pretty cool. It's origin of Dr. Fate, nice newsstand copy, which in '85 newsstands, actually it was kind of even on par with directs. So it doesn't really make a difference, but for some reason, people like to pay more for a newsstand than direct. Found this one in another book at the same vendor, and I was able to snag a little deal with it. So thought this was pretty cool. It's in decent condition, so figured I'd scoop this up. And the last book that I got, this is from the same vendor as well, and this is Zatanna number 14. This is just an awesome Adam Hughes cover. He did, there's a nice little run that he did in this series, and obviously there's 15, 16, obviously them legs cover. That's a hard one to get with the whole red. 15 is another all black cover, so definitely hard to get. This one I think has like one spine tick, color breaking spine tick on it, but such a great cover, and I got both these books for $30 together, so can't beat that. Just like I said, great Adam Hughes, and whenever I can try to scoop up those Zatanna books on the cheap, I'm gonna scoop them up. That's just a hard they're hard books to get in high grade, and they could command pretty good money. So that was it. Those are the books I was able to pick up. Like I said, I didn't spend all day there, probably 2 hours or so or something like that. But found some pretty good books. Did some digging, and it's always good to go to these nice local shows. Support like the local sellers, because most of these sellers are going to be local to the town. And yeah, it was just a nice, good time, and it's always a good time to look for some books, right? That's what we do. So let me know down in the comments what was your favorite book that I picked up. And until next time, talk to you guys later. Peace.